Hello everybody, this is ZephyrianNick and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac. Fine, we'll try a labyrinth run. If I end up dying, I'll just restart the run and yeah, it'll be all good. But anyway, we are playing a standard one as Isaac. Once I beat the chest, I think one more time with Isaac, then actually I'm thinking, depending on how this run goes, we might go to Sheol. If that doesn't happen, then we will just go to the chest as usual. However, this will likely be the last run we do as Isaac for a little bit. I'm thinking I'm going to start mixing up with the other characters a little bit. Just to get some of them unlocked. Well, that was stupid of me. To get some of them unlocked and to actually complete the game as them. I probably won't get Platinum God again by the time that Binding of Isaac Rebirth comes out. However, once Rebirth comes out, I'm probably not going to be playing this version anyways. I'm just going to be focusing solely on Rebirth. I'm really still perhaps overly hyped about Rebirth. I am looking forward to that to such a large degree that it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, I know it probably won't make much of a difference in terms of how my channel grows and whatnot, but A, you never know. B, I'm just looking forward to playing the bloody thing. If I'm going to be playing it, may as well record it as well. Speaking of recorded, I think 3 or 4, I think only 3 episodes of SimCity today. Today is the 12th of October, 2014. And I will take this chest, and I'm very glad I didn't accidentally pick that health up before I dealt with the boss and everything. So I'd rather leave that there on the off chance that I happen to get hit again and run into something again as I did earlier. Okay, guys, attack me, please. Don't actually attack me, just move in my direction. There we go. Spider enemies throw me for a loop. I still don't fully understand the whole they hit you and slide somewhat thing. They kind of cling to you, and it's just always... That's the... Distant Admiration. I'm trying to get that memorized as much as I can, which is which, just to avoid being confused by it in the future. And I think I'm doing a pretty decent job of it so far. I haven't gotten them mixed up in quite some time. Because I've been playing this, even though the content was a little sparse last week, I've been playing this off camera every now and then. Just playing through it slowly due to workload and whatnot. Oh, that was almost a prime example of why I didn't take the Spirit Heart earlier. Anarchist Cookbook. I really want to find this in a library, and then find a D20 in the item room at some point. Because, excuse me for the hiccups, well, that was stupid. But, I want to find this, and then use it, and then quickly re-roll, oh, that's useless. Then quickly re-roll everything I get from all the bombs from the not the D6, I'm sorry, from the Anarchist Cookbook. Because I think that'd be fun. You can do that, and you do re-roll all those live bombs into items. Unfortunately, I've gotten them on the same run before. Oh, we're not even going to get another reroll. I've gotten them on the same run together, but I've never gotten them consecutively before. Actually, we will get one more reroll off this. It'll just be after we face both the bosses. Oh, great. Okay, well, all of my damage so far has came because I have just ran into things. I haven't actually been hit by... I hit that? I hit that. Okay, well, let's just restart the run then and go off this. That is a damage up and a speed up, for it is growth hormones. Right off the bat, that is a great first item to grab. I'm very, very much okay with that. Now, what are you? Soul Heart? Okay, well, Spirit Heart, whatever. And useless item. Well, not item, but useless arcade machine, because I can't play that right now, and I wouldn't be able to play it. Well, I wouldn't go back in there just to play that. And now I'm slightly salty that I used my bomb trying to get out of there instead of walking out and taking a little bit of damage. That way I could have blown this up. And I'll be honest, I was really hoping the game would just give me a bomb right there, but hopefully it does in one of the next few floors. Well, not floors, rooms. If I'd get 3 floors, rooms from now, that wouldn't make a difference. That makes this potentially very interesting. We, of course, picked up the Joker card, which is a teleport to deal with the Devil Room. And there's our bombs. I will go back up, I'll go back up. I'll go back and blow the Tinted Rock up, fight the boss, and then use the Joker card depending on what we get as a drop from the boss, I will re-roll what we have in the deal with the devil. Because if we were to happen to get something like a, I don't know, the pentagram, I don't want to, well, on the off chance we get two really good, you know what, I'm trying to think of why I'm doing this in this particular order, and I really can't think of a valid reason. It's because I want to, okay? It's because that's how I want to do that. It probably would have made more sense to go with the deal with the devil first, because I would have been able to take out the boss marginally easier, more than likely. But still. This way, if we got two items in the deal with the devil that we really want to take, we'll possibly be able to take them if we get a health up from this, which I don't think we will. I think we'll just get the horse. Oh, dear. Oh, dear again. Dearie me. Dearie me all over the place. Ah, okay. I want the head to die. There's the head down. Inappropriate humor. Okay, come a little closer, please. That way I can actually hit you without walking in the creep. And then I remember that we would get the horse after fighting that. So let's use in the deal with the devil, brimstone. Okay, taking it. And then I'm not going to re-roll that because I won't be able to take it anyway, because I don't have enough soul hearts. And then we will re-roll the horse, even though if I don't have the D6, the horse is one of my kind of my secondary choices. The bag of pills. Alright, what are you? Bad gas. What are you? Tears up. That's nice. It's probably going to be tears down. No, it's telepills. Well, that's slightly inconvenient, really. And sorry if you heard that, like, kind of a rumbling noise. I moved my chair because I was just kind of uncomfortable how I was sitting. It's a rolling chair on a wooden floor, so it kind of makes some noise. And puberty. Well, okay. 1 good pill and 3 okay pills. Gonna get some coffee quick. As is my trademark. I swear to God, some days my profile picture, my name should be Zephyrian Salt, and my profile picture should be a coffee mug full of salt. Because I drink coffee so often. I mean, I drink that shit like water. And the salt, obviously, you guys are very well aware of how salty I get at things at times. My family is too. I'm not going to do anything with that room, partially because I can't. Well, I could go into the shop, but with, you know, 2 coins, that's maybe the worst thing I could possibly do right now with my time and my key. Okay, that definitely was the worst thing I could do with my time and my key at this moment, because we just got famous. Famous. So we should be able to one-shot virtually everything up until the boss. Let's see what's in here. Health. Okay, you know what? I'll just take the health. There's absolutely... Hey, monster, you just got 1 shot. One of the 2 most overpowered item combinations in the game. I'd say the most overpowered is Mom's Knife and Polyphemus. But I believe if you were to get Quad Shot before you would get Brimstone, and then Quad Shot, and then Polyphemus. Please be 9 lives. Oh, my hopes, game. Oh, bugger. I was hoping I would get 9 lives, but I should have just taken Spirit of the Night and tried to reroll Mom's Underwear into a health up. Either way, it's not a massive problem. Now, anyway, I've been getting this combination a lot recently, on and off cameras, Brimstone and Polyphemus. I don't know why. It's just all of a sudden the game is being overtly lethal with my abilities. Overly lethal with my abilities, I'm sorry. It's being overly generous were the words that I meant to say. Now, something I'm actually very tempted to do, and partially because I just want to play the game, but I'm tempted to start a series on space engineers, only have it be, you know, the gameplay in the background, have it be kind of like a little talk show thing, where I just, almost like a one-person podcast, I guess. I don't want to have people to play it with. I want that money, but I don't really have, oh. I think that overrides Brimstone. Shouldn't it? No, they both work at the same time, I forgot. Okay, this is fun. My damage is drastically lowered even with the Brimstone laser, but we have Tech 2 now as well. Fun times. Anyway, I'm tempted to do that and kind of do it as a single podcast. Like I said, partially because I love Space Engineers. That game is probably my favorite early access game that's came out that I've played. It's early access done right, too. I will say that much. You get some early access titles that say, oh, we're going to put such and such features in, and they never touch the game after they get a certain amount of sales with it, and just kind of take the money and run. Case in point would be Towns. However, that was at least that's at least still being developed by somebody else now. Oh, there we go. Thank you, technology. And that being said, if we're on the topic of Towns, Towns was, oh man, a game that, I need to go back and use my reroll. A game that I found very enjoyable for the time I played it. However, it needed a bit more. It needed more polish to it before it could really be an awesome game. I feel like with some of the mechanics that game had, it could have had some staying power. It could have had a lot of replayability and a very good opportunity to be a good game. However, the developers had some, I don't know, I believe there was like 6 months or a year in between 2 of the patches or something like that. And they were just kind of mediocre patches too. Halo Fly is something I'll absolutely take. And that just kind of left the game with a bit of a sour note in the community, as well as in myself, because, you know, like I said, it was a good game. It still is if you're playing now its current state. It is solid, but it definitely needs improvement. It's very, very easy to tell that it is a game that is not finished. It's not even remotely close to being finished. And unfortunately, I don't think it will be for quite some time, just because of it being sold out. This happened months ago, by the way, with the game being sold. So it's not like it's really recent news, just this is the only time I've ever really gotten on the topic of it. Oh, this is sort of bad. This is like the one room I don't want to have technology in right now with the amount of damage we're dealing, because it gets a little too... Seriously? What? I don't know why... I wasn't holding down a button to fire the laser and just went straight up like that. Now it's facing away from it. Oh. Anyway, yeah, that was the plan I wanted to do with Space Engineers. I would love to play that with other people, a la, you know, how the Minecraft network is playing it with Avidia and, I mean, not Avidia, Good and Milby. However, unfortunately, I don't really have that. I have friends, but none of them, A, play games, B, none of them play that. Oh, I forgot the health up in the previous run. But none of them really play games all that much. No one plays Space Engineers. I don't even think a lot of them have heard of it. And especially none of them does anything on YouTube. So that kind of throws a wrench into playing with people. Woo! There we go. And I will never just kind of randomly ask someone to do a collab, because I feel like I don't know. I don't want to seem like I'm trying to mooch off anybody with this. What's the deal with it? Wow, this game is just being unnaturally friendly today. But let me take that damage up, and that will be fantastic. I'll also take the cube of meat and get a little bit more coffee. Oh my god, another XL floor. Anyway, my point of that is, I don't want to come across as mooching off people, and not to mention, my sense of humor is entirely based off of other people. Like, it's complete reactionary humor. And I never know what kind of jokes to make with people that I just don't know. I really have never been good at talking to people I don't know. That's always been a pretty large character weakness of mine. And that just, you know, it kind of makes it hard to do collabs and stuff like that. I've tried to do a few of them before, none of them ever went up on a channel, because I just didn't feel like I really meshed with the people I was trying to collab with very well. Alright, what are you re-rolled into? 5 more bombs at least. That's okay. I mean, we do have an XL floor, so we have two rooms on this floor. Well, 2 item rooms, of course. We've got more than 2 rooms on every floor in the game. This Deb's floor only has 2 rooms in it. Fix your game, Edmund. Never mind the fact that you're rebuilding the entire thing. I love the fact that that's happening. I can still say I'm really hyped for Rebirth. Oh, let me place a bomb here and see if I can find the secret room. Yes, okay. Greed? Oh no, it wasn't greed. Well, at least I can go to the shop now. I think that's the only time I've ever found myself wishing... Well, not the first. I've wished for greed in a shop before. Not a shop, an item room. I never wished for greed in a shop. I will take the lucky foot. Lucky foot. Look up. Oh, these guys. Nothing is a challenge right now with this. If I were to get the mulligan right now... So, I actually had my favorite run ever off camera, too. And unfortunately, I really wish I'd been recording for this. It is one of those runs that makes me heavily reconsider ever playing this game offline without recording it. Because I got Technology 1, and then Technology 2, and then got Polyphemus as the first 3 items in the game. Oh, no. Okay, that's only a minor inconvenience. And that was the best run I've ever had. It was so much fun. I was just destroying things. Spades, that's keys? That's keys. Well, okay, then what didn't really make much of a difference, we accidentally opened that little keystone thing in the other room. And that run was so much fun. It wasn't a challenge in any capacity. And then to top that off, I got the mulligan. I mean, not the mulligan, I had Guppy. So it may have gone down easily as the single most overpowered run I've ever had. And I doubt that'll ever happen again. Well, I can't say ever. I mean, virtually everything I've had happen in Isaac has happened twice. Unfortunately, there's things oh, I can't get that key. There's things I've wanted to happen that have never happened once. Like, I would love, just absolutely love, to get the parasite and the mirror. Because, well, I think it's called, like, a reflect shot or something like that. My reflection, that's what it is. Because it creates, like, this orb of things around you, and it's so much fun looking. Well, so much fun looking. It's so fun looking. And I would just love to get that. We now actually have 2 stages of Cuba meat, which is pretty awesome. There we go. Oh, easy kill. There we go. I'm not taking that range up. What are you talking about? It just occurred to me I never went to the shop. God. That's unfortunate. Alright, well, we'll get the Polaroid and continue on at least. More coffee? I don't have any college classes tomorrow, and it's awesome. Okay, take you guys out. This has been one of the most talky episodes I've had of Isaac. Which, I mean, I'm okay with. I now know why, in his videos, Northern Lion tends to ramble a lot, because it's actually very, very difficult to just talk about Isaac all the time. I mean, I feel like it'd get kind of stale if you just talk... If you play a game on, well, anything for that matter, and you're talking with it, if you only ever talk about the game, I feel like that'd get kind of stale to both yourself and the viewer at some point. I know I've had problems with that in the past, where I've actually ended series because I just got tired of recording them, like a... Oh, okay then. Like a Dirt 3, I just ended because I didn't like recording it anymore, and on top of that, okay, Dirt 3 pulled in appalling views, so that's the other main reason for that. That's a game I might revisit off camera sometimes, but probably never again on camera. If I do more live streams at any point, I might finish it there. I haven't had time for live streams. I mean, I've barely had time for YouTube with classes. Between that, if I had to throw live streaming in the mix, I don't think I would have any time for anything, and I wouldn't be able to do a good job on either of the 3 things. And at the very least, one of the things I need to do a good job on, the other thing which is YouTube, I would just like to do a good job on. Bombs are key. That does absolutely nothing. The way I said that came out kind of jumbled. Let me rephrase that. I need to do good in college, and I would love YouTube to do well as well. Obviously, this is a far cry of something that will probably happen, but this is something that, if I had the option to, I would do this as a job in a heartbeat. This is just a lot of fun to me. Sitting here and rambling on, and just playing a game and then doing all the editing that goes with it. The editing process is a lot of fun with this kind of stuff, even if I... Ooh. Oh, no, I didn't mean to go in the spot. Ah, whatever. We've got so much strength right now, there's really no point in trying to maximize all the health we retain. But anyway, those are going to be my famous last words. But it's a very relaxing process all the way through. It gets very discouraging with the view totals, but it's kind of easier not to care about that now. This is my second go on YouTube, like my first account a while back. I've spoken about this a few times. Sweet, I got that without actually taking more damage. I've spoken about this a few times, but the first account I deleted, and I will never ever share to the public like anything else on that, because it was appalling. And I made a lot of mistakes on that, and just felt like I needed a new start. And I did start over, and, you know, it's taken a bit, but it's now doing better than that channel was. This current channel is, which is amazing. I'm very, very happy about that. And anyone who's watching this, thank you so much for being around for this. Anyone can do YouTube all they want and say that they're only doing, well, they can make the video and render it out and watch it and record it and do all that stuff with it and say that, oh, I'm only doing it for fun, not the views. Everyone, well, that's very true for a lot of people. It's also, in my mind, wrong for everybody as well, because if you're doing it specifically, the only reason, oh, that was a decent takeout from that room. The only reason whatsoever you'd be doing it is to have fun with it. You wouldn't be uploading to YouTube, so it's really, I mean, in my mind, that's everyone who's putting it on YouTube cares about the view to a certain extent, because that's the point of putting something on YouTube, is either A, to archive it, or B, to have people see it. There we go. Get those coins. And now that's not to say that there's anything wrong with saying that you do it for fun, because if you do it only for the views, you're gonna have a horrid time with it. What's this? Okay, that's a little too late for that game. You're gonna have a horrid time with it if you do it but only for the views, because when you start out, 9 times out of 10, people are gonna start out getting like 1 or 2 views. So you're not really gonna have a blast with that. But if you do it just to, you know, because it's entertaining, and then think of the views as kind of like an extra little bonus that comes with it, then it's a much more enjoyable process. This is coming from experience on that, because the first time around I cared really more about the views than I did the process of acquiring them. And that just kind of ruined the whole thing for me very quickly, and I got just kind of burnt out on it because of that. I mean, there were other reasons of stuff that came up at the time that I'm just not going to go into, but then when I started this channel, I kind of went in with the mindset of, okay, now I just genuinely want to do this again. Alright, what are you going to be? Scapular, I'll take that, actually. Gonna get a little more coffee as well. There we go. I think I'll just title this episode Talkable Laser or something. It's like ever since I picked up this bloody laser, I just haven't shut up. Oh, no! Okay. Well, it's a good thing I'm stupidly overpowered, because that room would have sucked if I wasn't. This room would have been not quite annoying, but it would have taken a lot longer. What are you gonna... Oh, this is it. I didn't know I was on E023. I wasn't paying any attention to that. Alright, take you out. Now, this item combination is actually a very strong combination right now. I am constantly... Oh, well, there was the spammed Isaac noise from Mom. There we go. And down. Now... let's go Sheol. To Sheol! Curse of the Lost. Okay, fantastic. Actually, that isn't that bad, because now I can still have an opportunity to get some more items on the way there. Now, if I find the tick, I'm taking the tick instead of the Polaroid, because I'll deal a slight bit more damage to the boss, to help out a little bit at least. Oh, I will take that tinted rock. Gold chest. What do you... Well, keys and bombs and coins. Oh my. I'm okay with that. Let me see what's in this gold chest. Now, I don't need to worry about hemorrhaging keys. Well, that was worthless. I don't need to worry about hemorrhaging keys at this point, because I don't have any need for them other than hemorrhaging them. There's no, we're not going to the chest. I mean, we can't at this point. Now, I believe this is true in the community remix as well. You can go to both Sheol and the cathedral, but I'm not sure about that. Oh, look, another Polaroid. The one trinket that can just continuously show up. Actually, I think the trinkets can show up twice, but I'm not sure. I know that... Oh! Spacebar items can't. Oh, well, I got stuck on a rock. Spacebar items can't if you pick them up. I have an overwhelming urge to play Shovel Knight, and I don't really know why. Okay. That was just bad damage on my part. I'm going to continue through more of the floor. Like, I want to clear out the entirety of Sheol. Because I want to, like I said, I want to see... try and get as much as I can get. Basically, I'm being completely greedy right now. That's about it. I've taken it as kind of a foregone conclusion that we at least have an incredibly good chance to beat the devil. So I'm not really too concerned about that as long as we sustain the... Oh! That room would have been bad if it wasn't for the items that we have. Now, if we just sustain fire on the devil, we'll probably be fine. Greed. Oh. You know what I'm going to do? Okay. I am going to farm greed a little bit. Okay, there we go. Oh, I did... Why did I kill them? I meant to kill greed. There we go. Okay, we... Right off the back at the Steam sale. Now, I'm going to probably use up all the bombs I have on this, just to try and, like I said, maximize everything we can get. Take out that spider, actually. No! Oh, okay. Well, we get a 1-up in Dad's Key, and I'll probably re-roll Dad's Key a few times, because that's not a good item. I've actually never found a use for Dad's Key. I've never... Oh, yeah, I forgot. I can't bomb out of that guy room. A greed room. Does that have any effect on this floor? I'm gonna try that out. I'm gonna try and get a D6 charge going again. I'm gonna see if that does anything, or if that just kind of is a random teleport now. Well, there's a fallen. But we will fight in the boss room too, actually. Alright, let me use that. You actually fight Krampus. Wow. I will be honest, I didn't expect that would actually do anything. I mean, I'll take the lump of coal, because with the items I have right now, the lump of coal is still a straight damage up. So that's still, oh, that's still good. However, honestly, I don't know what to say. I'm just kind of surprised at that word. I'm not going to take the Ankh. Normally I would take the Ankh, but to be honest, if I die twice right now, I don't really deserve to win the game. I've got such a good item set right now. I need to go back and get that card, too, because that card will prove very helpful on this boss fight, I think. Monstro down. Well, one of the monsters is. It spawned 2 of them, as it does on this floor. There we go. I mean, on this type of monster trap room. Okay, meathead, please just... Okay, you didn't do any good there. I don't want to risk, like, taking any damage right now. Okay, there we go. Okay, close enough. That's close, but it's not close enough. Okay, that's good. The belt. Okay, speed up. I am perfectly fine with that. Monster 2! I have killed your original form several times, and now you're dead too. Alright, I need to get out of that quick. Alright. That, somehow, we didn't take any damage from. And didn't take any damage from that either. Less surprisingly, because he's on the other side of the room from us. Alright, what are you going to be? What are you going to be now? It's the Ankh. I'm going to guess the raw liver. Book of Belial. You know what? I'm just going to take the Book of Belial. We will finish off this run with the Book of Belial and almost 2 full rows of health. Which, like I said, if we lose this, I don't deserve to play this game anymore. Because the game has thrown every single combination of success it could at me right now. It has given me all the materials and resources I need to be able to do it. Okay, I didn't mean to place that there, per se, but whatever. Didn't work either. Didn't succeed in my quest to deal some cheap damage to Satan. Well, at that point, it was the Fallen, so it's... Oh, okay, here we go. There we go. Now his final form, where he turns into a goat. He doesn't turn into a goat. I know what he's doing. He's just stomping down on us. The stomping... the stomping has begun. The stomping. And we have beaten the devil. Now, we've already done this before on this file, so we're not going to lock anything. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I think that run went fairly well, honestly. That was a pretty good run. But again, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed my endless rambling this episode, and I will see you next time.